Hey, Greg, I also thought it was around 6 Rand on first look there. 10.636 is where the Rand is this evening. That's against the US dollar. 18 to the pound, 14 to the euro. Here's Hilton Tarrant with the other business news of the day.
Well, Eskom will have 30 years to pay back its 60 billion Rand loan from government. Pick n Pay's first half profit is up 15% and it sees good growth ahead. And KD's sees earnings 77% lower as global markets weaken. The all share closed up 2.7% at 21,267. Industrials up 4% on the day. Gold currently down at $773 an ounce. A barrel of Brent slipping over 5% to $66. The Rand at 10.63 to the dollar, 18.09 to the pound and the euro at 14.
A lot of confusion, no doubt, in investors' minds today. Wayne, we have the mini-budget coming out.
Yes.
The stock market in South Africa goes up. Everywhere else in the world, it's under pressure. In the US, we're down 2% at the moment.
Yeah, it's down about 2%.
Why would South Africa go up when the Rand takes a hiding?
Well, look, we got big Rand edge stocks here, and essentially that's what ran today. I mean, you had all the ranges. SA breweries going up strongly, the mining shares going up strongly. So it was all basically the Rand edge shares, Steinhoff, all of these shares.
Why did the Rand fall out of bed?
I've got absolutely no idea. There was nothing in the mini-budget. There was nothing in the mini-budget to cause the Rand to collapse. Anyone who didn't think we were going into a deficit, and the deficit's still small. No, I doubt it. Even though it coincided, I doubt if the mini-budget caused all the chaos we're seeing today.
Because these are
big.
These are big break numbers. Barriers of 18 to the pound.
Very worrying.
Where's the next stop?
I don't know. All I know is if it stays above 10 for too long, and 3 months, 6 months, I don't know. There's no interest rate cuts next year in South Africa. Inflation will not fall to the same extent, and that's not good news, and that's why we're seeing the banks basically back to the levels they were in June. So the banks have been hammered in the last month on the back of this Rand weakness. I still think it's panic, by the way. I still think that this is tied into the global credit crisis and rush to the dollar. I think it's panic and it will go across, but quite frankly, who knows? Just on the Dow going down, the Dow was down about 40 points when our markets closed. So this weakness has happened after our markets have closed.
Down 180 points.
Yeah, 190 odd points now. Just the one thing, Alec, today was the big unbundling day for Richemont. In other words, you got one new Richemont shares and you got a Renet share as well. And I think there's a little bit of confusion in the calculation of the indices. So although the all share is up officially 2.7%, I'm not sure if that's right, because if you do the sums, Richemont is up significantly, about 10 or 15%, but the Richemont index says it's up 40%. So I think that looks a bit funny here, but be that as it may, the strong shares, we've spoken about that Pick n Pay results, very good results, and that boosted basically all the retailers quite well, and then the building and construction shares were also quite strong. PPC up 8% and Murray's up 8% as well.